What's going on, guys? Today I have a pretty awesome video for you, and this is on the 2008 Jason Voorhees. Now I believe these are both 2008. I did notice a few slight differences on them. I don't know if that was just because of wear or something happened, because this one was outside, so it definitely seen a little more abuse than this one. But I'm pretty sure they're both 2008. They both have the gear-driven arm as well, not the faulty belt one that was, I believe the 2007 model had the faulty belt driven arm, but these ones both have the gear driven arm. Now, as you know, this was the one, or as you may know, this was the one that was featured in my display. The last video I made on it, I mentioned that the body movement did not work. I have since then I have fixed it. So this one is a fully working 2008 Jason Voorhees. And I do have the original box for that one. I should have brought it out, but I forgot it. And this one is just overall in a lot better condition than this one. Now, both of these I got locally on Facebook. I got that one in the big lot. And I got this one in a smaller lot with a few other Gemmy life sizes and an inflatable and a box of stuff. I made a community post on it a while back. I think it was a week and a half before Halloween or something. But this one overall is just in a lot worse condition. It was used outside when I got it. His machete hand was completely snapped off, so I had to replace it with a 3D printed part. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his machete or original adapter. I have a different Gemmy adapter on him. And his clothes are faded and his mask is a little faded because he was used outside, but luckily he still works, which I really don't know how, because usually when things like this are used outside and exposed to rain and wind and all that, they don't last long. The weird thing about these two is they were both exposed to water. This one was in a flooded basement and the box has a whole bunch of water damage, but he still works. And this one was outside, exposed to all the elements, and he still mostly works. After I replaced his arm, I realized that the motor is probably going bad because it barely lifts his arm and he doesn't even have the machete. So I checked all the gears. They didn't really I didn't see a split, and they didn't slide off the shafts. So I'm pretty sure the gears are fine. And I believe it's a motor, unfortunately. I wish it was a gear, but I don't think it is. Now, for some reason, these things they kept popping up on Facebook in my area. After I purchased this one, another one popped up on Facebook, and I thought this one was in bad condition. That one was so sun faded, the clothes looked bleached, didn't have the mask or the machete, the base was cracked, and the pants were just shredded. They had a whole bunch of holes in them, and he wasn't standing up all the way in the picture. And they had tied strings around the metal poles that were showing from the holes in his pants, and used stakes to stake it down like an inflatable outside. They wanted $150 for it, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'll pass. This one was stored in a basement most of its life. It's only been used a few times, and the person I got it from used to do a haunted house, and after I don't know, let's say about 2010 or so, I guess they stopped doing the haunted house for a while. I don't know exactly when, but they said they haven't done it in a while. So this one hasn't been used too often, and unfortunately the pocket's a little ripped right there. But yeah, this one has been used a lot more. It's seen a lot more action, and it still works. One other thing I noticed that may not work is the eyes. When I've been so busy I haven't even been able to test it out since I got it. But when we were I was at the guy's house, he plugged it in and I did not see the eyes moving. So the eyes may or may not work. It could have been that he didn't have the head on the right way. I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll find that out shortly. But yeah, here they are. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and plug them in and we'll demo them. there's good and bad news on this guy. So the eyes do work, so the guy must have not had the head on the right way. I don't know why the audio keeps cutting out like that. I mean, this thing has been used outside for many years, so things like that are just bound to happen. Hopefully it's not on its way out of being, or hopefully it's not on its way to being fried or anything like that. Alright, so I'll go ahead and demo this one, and then I'll do both of them at the same time. I don't know if you could see, the arm was barely moving. I mean, I can push up on it and it'll kind of go up, so I'm not too sure what's wrong with it. It could be a split gear because it's pretty movable. I'm not too sure, but I'm done messing around with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one, then we'll do both of them at the same time. And there they were. I don't really have anything else to say about them. I mean, these are very awesome pieces by Gemmy. This is definitely a favorite life size that I own. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more licensed classic Gemmy life sizes in the near future. This is actually that one was my first licensed Gemmy life size, and then I got this one, but they're the same thing. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about them, so I'll go ahead and end the video there, and thanks for watching.